Y'all don't mind me, cause I'm really working. But I'm gonna put this stream up here just in case y'all want to hit the panel and have a conversation. Absolutely. Just in case y'all want to hit the panel and have a conversation, cause shit is real. Shit is real, and that's why all of this anger, people asking where this come from, what's going on, what's going on. That's what's going on. Motherfuckers knew. Motherfuckers been somebody lawyer going through 2 fucking sexual assault cases, murder. She sat up there and said that black son murdered a white man because he raped his girl, raped the white girl and then killed the white man. But you was cool with him. You brought him to the league. That was your ace boon coon. That was the camp. Nandy and Black Son, when you came to the league, you knew. And just me, you don't know that Nandy knew. But Nandy knew. Listen to what she said. Just go back and listen to the first part of that video. She said, Black Son, and you know I knew. You know I know. She said she was his lawyer. And after she looked through the documents, she couldn't be his lawyer anymore. They was cool when they came into the league. She said that she separated from him because of that. That ain't the reasons why you was telling us you separated from him. Fuck some debate league shit. A woman get raped. Nigga, this nigga is a fucking rapist. This girl sit up here trying to protect your feelings, and you knew. You see the creepy shit he do. You knew. You knew. You knew. Y'all, motherfuckers is so not okay. I didn't know what Just Me was talking about. You hear me? I'm thinking she talking about no, it's gonna be some more drama because of that stuff. When she hit the panel and started talking about it, the whole chat was like, whoa. Suave was like, whoa, fuck that shit. What's up? So then she say, Black Sun can hit the panel. Woo, 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 woo. Once Black Sun kind of got riled with her, I kicked him off. Because I don't give a fuck what she said. That's not how you handle it. That's not how you handle it. That's not how you handle it. And then Nandy hit the panel and say, basically, go ahead, jump down, Just Me. Basically, let's do this on my channel, which I don't mind, because that's what I should started. That's what need to be discussed at. Give me 1 second. Yeah. Hold on, let me refresh. Okay, my bad. Yeah, I'm on a phone call, so I'm gonna be going back and forth. But I can't wait till I get out. I can't wait till I get out. I can't wait till I get out. Man, y'all Daniel, this what I'm saying. Like y'all Daniel, I respect you, bro. But real talk, this shit been bad, bro. Y'all can't keep patting motherfuckers on the back for saying fuck that nigga Suave, kill that nigga Suave, and then say this shit gonna get bad. Y'all Daniel, you know this shit been fucking bad. That's what y'all don't hold them accountable. It's only when niggas when the good people do something, y'all pat the evil people for getting good and then demonize the good people. Absolutely. Shit been bad. Okay. Past that comment. Uh yeah, crazy out of the way. As far as the threatening of my life, man, I do not take it serious. She has bigger problems than me. She got bigger problems than me, man. If she got enough resources to come up here and do something to me, then fuck it. You got me. But it makes so much sense now. Tequila, and I'm cool with that. I was gonna chill. I was gonna chill, but that's what I'm saying. It's like, and tequila, you already know. You say something because you know you can. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like I don't just say shit, man. I just don't want to be taken advantage of. But the black woman is God. You gotta listen to the black woman, man, because they don't want to hurt you. They want to help you, but they will hurt you. But they definitely just have it in them to say, "This is the right thing to do. Do this. Do that. Heal like this. Forgive like that." And I appreciate it because I'm a man. I'm a big dumb man, and sometimes I get into it with stones and trees. You know what I'm saying? So I do understand what you're saying. But shit is real. Shit is real. Give me 1 second, y'all. Y'all get the panel if y'all want to. Shout out to Shantae Lawson. Started all this mess, bad mouthing people that didn't even bring her up or was thinking about her in the conversation, and that's a fact. And that's a fact. Now, oh man, oh man, because this nigga been a creep. When Sister Noble, hold on. When Sister Noble came over talking about shit about Black Sun, I said, I appreciate you. I hope you filed a police report and things go as they should. But we talking about league stuff, and I can imagine everybody has somebody in their life that would like something to happen to them, you know? So without knowing the legitimacy of the case, it's fine because if it's a real thing, I know you went through the proper procedures and YouTube not gonna save you, but we can bring light to this little dirty motherfucker here. Hold on. Yeah, so like I said, man, I be over here debating in my own little world. I don't be sitting up here thinking motherfuckers be the most wickedest, evilest motherfuckers in the world. Niggas just come to me. If you go back and watch all 4 years, all of this crowd that you seeing, this ain't no Suave and Judah channel and Nandy channel and Rob channel and Lex channel. This is 4 seasons of accumulations of niggas who I beat up intellectually on the argument league. That despite where they were in debates, despite what trophies they had or lack of, the fact that when they come to the argument league, they get beat up, that's what the problem is. These are all those people. These are all those people. People from the panel, people from the chat. That's the people. There they go. That's them. That's them. That's why they all in agreement. And they because they just added year after year, season after season. Now, just me, you already know. Do the right thing. Show it to you. A motherfucker sit up here. Now I'm giving her the panel, the flow to talk about this shit. And then she and then so Nanny come through. I don't this ain't gonna happen. Come to my panel, sis. Why she ain't been on your panel? Why this ain't get talked about? She said she told you yesterday. Why wasn't the stream done last night, this morning? But didn't nobody ask you that? Didn't nobody ask you that? But you answered that. We handle shit differently around here. Okay, so did the sister go to the hospital or not? Did the sister call the doctor, call the police or not? So did y'all handle it differently or did you handle it the same way we handled it everywhere else? But you knew, Nandy. You knew Black Sun was a fucking rapist. You knew. Black Sun, you a piece of shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Black Sun, you out, you, all right. No, I know this is more than about debating. I know this is more about debating. I don't think, no, I don't fear none of these motherfuckers. I don't fear none of these motherfuckers. I don't think nobody's going to make a travel to come do something to me. No, no. I'll be in a fucking state on vacation before they do that. I don't take it serious. Okay? I don't. I don't. She knew. She knew. And she was mad at you, just me. Listen to what she said. She said she didn't even like white people, white or black people. And I'm the one who got her back. Like she didn't like black men, and I'm the one that got her back to liking black men. And you date one of the men in the camp? She had a problem with you dating the man in the camp. And then she told Black Son, she said she told Black Son, you messing with Just Me, you a pedophile. I didn't know how young Just Me is. Still don't. I'm just guessing she young as fuck. This motherfucker said, I told you you gonna mess with her? You pedophile? When did that come out? Why he feel so comfortable telling you something like that? She knew, fam. She knew, fam. She knew. She knew. She knew. See, the thing is, you should get a protection order just in case. I I'm still protected even though I don't got one because if something happened, once I show them these videos of her saying you a dead man, you a dead man, you a dead man, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna kill you, they gonna let me right out of jail. So I don't even gotta pre-let them know. See, with Ching Ching, he's not an internet person. I don't have no recordation. They just gonna say, man, that nigga came on your live show, some money and left. You know what I'm saying? So with Ching Ching, I have to be like, look, this motherfucker said this, woo, 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 woo. And I just want to let y'all know that this nigga serious. So I would have to actually that paperwork would help me. It would help me with Nandy too, but I'm like I said, I'm not worried about Nandy. I wasn't worried about Ching Ching. I'm really just letting anybody know. I'm really just letting anybody know. Because if it is a killer, he ain't got an avatar. He ain't got a YouTube account. He probably don't even know how to work that motherfucking phone. He just at home watching Nandy's videos, getting hyped up to kill me. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, I feel bad for just me, like real talk, but just me is gonna get the judicial help. Now, hopefully she got a supporting system around her that helps her with the her mental and her psychological and things. Um, but yeah, I'm absolutely fucked up, for just me. And uh, I'm telling you, I'm telling you. No, I'll be on the phone too. My bad, I was handling the car. I was frying fries. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And let me see. Um, what the fuck was that? Okay. Yeah, man. But you gotta listen. You gotta listen, cause this shit, it don't gotta be exaggerated. But she said she did 2 cases for this nigga and said the shit could be reopened. Like you're dead because when you came to the league, you and Black Sun were Ace Boon Coons. Y'all was the camp. Then you fell out about Black Sun, and it wasn't no he did something to just me. It wasn't no he said he wanted to be with just me. It wasn't no he got 2 cases that I just can't be cool with him. Nigga, when none of that shit spoke before. You was help saving that nigga face. Just like you said on the stream, you was like, no, I ain't gonna say nothing because we do it. Okay, all right. Well, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something. And then motherfuckers talking about I don't do it for views. My channel ain't even monetized. Nigga, don't you get cash apps? And the views, even if you don't get money, when you come and you turn on your camera and you see 90 people in the room, you feel better than when you see 12 people in the room. You be like, yo, okay, I'm really reaching people. So even if you ain't getting paid, views is still good enough. And you came over here, told her, jump down. We finna go. I'm finna go show my receipts. Went live and started talking about Suave. And then start saying, it's a big situation like this on the panel, and you taking shots at me. Can anybody tell me what shots I took at Nandy? Just me jumped on this motherfucker and said, Black Son sexually assaulted me. Whoa, we're talking about that. I had nothing to say about Nandy. I even let Nandy on the panel. I didn't have to let Nandy on the panel. I shouldn't have let Nandy on the panel. But I should have. You know what? I'm glad I did because she went over there and killed herself. So she talking about some Suave doing this for clout. He taking shots at me instead of letting just me tell her story. Nigga, how do you think this happened? I shut the fuck up and let her tell her story. And then when Black Sound got up there, he got round, called her bitch. I kicked him off. Go ahead, tell your story. Now you're on your channel. Remember, one of the things she said, yeah, all this happened today. She said, Suave got just me on the panel talking about this, but still taking shots at me, which was not true. But then she went to go do a panel, act like she finna let just me speak, and spent the first My bad, yeah, I got a call. Got a call. Got a call. Um, and just me don't know. Just me don't know that Nandy knew. That's where them tears and all that extra frustration coming from. The shit that we don't know. That shit don't fool me. Them tears don't fool me. Them tears do not fool me. All of this hate for me don't come from this shit. All of this wanting me dead, all of this threatening me, all of this calling out gangs and people nicknames and who you know that's folks. That shit didn't come from this. It's the same shit. Same shit. Reason Lex want me dead. Rob want me dead. Judah, I don't know if he want me dead. You want me dead. I'm sitting up here live smoking my weed, deserving death.
Hey,
Nima's
Suave.
in the building. What's good, sis?
Nothing. I got my grandbabies over here.
Ooh, look at you.
Yeah, they've been with me for the last couple of days. But I just was real confused at how that all transpired too. And this my thing. She mentioned that she was his lawyer, so she knew he was already had raped a white woman.
Dead at itself.
And
Dead at herself.
I'm just like listening to everything, and then she's like, "Yeah, he did this, and he." So you might not have knew he was dating this young girl, but you knew he had a already And then I remember
And she
watching one
knew
of
he
those
had an
videos.
interest in her. She knew he had an interest in her because remember he said that she said that he told her he wanted to date her, and she said she called him a pedophile. So he knew that he was interested in her.
Yes, but why would you mess with him anyway if you already working on his cases of raping a white woman? I don't get it. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I just be taking calls, so I'm mute out. So I can hear you though. Can you hear me? I can hear you. Shout out to Lima. Hold on. On my life. She talking about some, come over here. I'm finna show my receipts. Went over there and started dragging me, started trying to talk about me, started lying about me. And then wow, she go ahead, you got the floor. And then went over there, start talking about me, and then that just cut just me off from talking to drag to talk bad about me again.
Hey, Suave, I'm sorry about that. I had got a phone call, and even though I
You
hit
good?
decline, then it was saying that whatever, it sent me a message saying that my sound was out for the stream. So I just ended it and came back up. Hello?
Absolutely. Go ahead, Lena.
Let me put my earpod in because I barely can hear you. I don't know if it's me or you. Hello?
Yes, I hear you, Lena. I was taking the call. Go ahead, sis.
Okay. No, I'm just saying it just was a few points that I really got.
My bad, y'all. I guess Lena, I think Lima got another call. I know you can't hear me. Hold on 1 second. Okay, Lima back.
Yes. Now I can hear you. You was real low.
Oh, okay. My bad. Probably
No, I
my
wanted to know, was I the only one tripping about that?
no,
You picked that
no.
up that she was his lawyer, so she knew about these
Yes,
other assault cases of women, and one he apparently killed a white man over a white woman that he argued. I don't know. I was hearing it, and I'm just like, if you around somebody with these type of open charges. But I remember she used to be going at Sister Noble, calling her Sister Hoble, because I saw that on like a couple of streams she did, and talking about he had videos of her and all of this here. I hope he don't have just me like that. But these people are wicked, wicked, wicked. I don't know, and I'm with you. I think I don't understand why just me was saying it was her fault. They was protecting her if they didn't know about it till yesterday. That everything was going on was confusing to me. I don't know if I was the only one, but I just was like, what? I don't know everything. But so if anybody could clarify that, how this been going on for weeks, but nobody knew until yesterday. I mean, it might have been going on for just me for weeks, but what part did Nandy and Younger have to do with it for weeks? That just me was saying. I don't know. It's a very confusing. I do believe her 100%, but I mean, I just didn't understand how she was trying to take it like the beef between you and 90 and the beef between all these people somehow it was related to her. I don't think she should put no pressure on herself like that. And I was trying to understand why she would feel like that. But and again, I don't know how old she is either. She does look real young, but I mean, and she sounds real young. But y'all just send her some positive energy, some healing vibes, and just let her know that it's taken serious over here. So I was on your side. He went off on Black Son. So I mean, it wasn't nothing about just me. You know, it wasn't nothing negative over on this side that was said negative, not in support of her. So I think all of that was getting played, the wrong way. So yes.
Yeah, and that's sad, man.
Oh my goodness, that sounded like a demon. Your sound is messed up now. But tequila fortune, see, see how I'm using I'm not using any profanity or anything because I really don't have to do that. But I don't know. This here whole situation for me is triggering, and I just wonder, what's going on with this young girl, and is she really getting the right support? Is she getting help from people that truly care about her and is not going to just use this situation as somebody that they're upset with? Because if Black Son was going around calling people dragging Fernandez, that's a reason for her to really be mad with him. That don't have nothing to do with just me. Because not she even mentioned and said he thought that she already knew about just me and him. So him going around dragging for you, that ain't still had nothing to do with just me either. That's just him being a jerk. I mean, I the whole thing is just. But then again, like I said, all y'all on this YouTube, y'all have relations for years with each other. So it just when you're somebody coming in and y'all don't, just don't know all the dynamics of everything. But today it was a whirlwind. It really because you asked her to come on up, and I know you didn't expect nothing like that to come out. And I sure was like, I mean, mouth wide open. I was like, oh my God, you know? So, and I mean, that's trauma. And for her to even be so bold and strong to even speak on it, I know women who can't speak on it for years. So I applaud her. I don't think she needs to be silenced, and I don't think she needs uh well, I won't say I don't think she needs to be silent. I think that she said it. She's trying to protect other people. I think that when people do keep things like that secret, it just lets that predator go out to do it over and over to other people. That's the reason why I believe in putting all the men or anybody who does stuff like that in jail. You could say you run into the popos. Yes, I would run to the popos if that ever happened to me or a loved one. Because when you don't run to the popo, you're just leaving him on the street to go victimize somebody else. You wasn't the first, just me, and you ain't gonna be the last if he walked from it. If you don't, I'm not saying it's all on you. It's a court system that gotta really lock him up. But I'm saying you doing your part. You have to play your part because that just leave him out there to be a predator on the next one. And if that happened to me, I wouldn't want that on my conscience that I let somebody do that to me and they probably gonna do it to 10 or 20 other women because I wasn't strong enough to, you know what I'm saying, to get him off the street. So I applaud you. I applaud you big time. So so suave. I see you are working. So Tequila, we need you to come on up and give us a song, some upliftments. We need some the power of a songbird right now. And I'm not saying this to be messy or throwing shots at Nandy. So please don't come at me with I'm throwing no shots at no Nandy. Okay, it's just common sense. It's a lot that was said in a very short amount of time. And it was like, wait, you didn't know about it. Okay, I got you. But then you knew about other cases though. So I mean, it was all confusing. So I mean, I'm not gonna sit up here and say, yeah, I'm opening the door. I don't want to open my door. But anyway, it was very confusing for me because I take when I hear stuff like this, I really do try to just take it at face value. But because so many things was dropped all at one time, it's just like, wait a minute. It don't sound like you didn't know because You might not have knew he was dating her, but you knew his character. You knew he was not of good character. That's how I took it.
You
What you
was
want?
not tripping, Lima. That shit was so funny. She just
What?
blew her own spot up.
Why you keep bamming on my door? What you want? Yes. Um, but I mean, I want to just say this here: grandkids is the best part of your life. I got a 2-year old in here who don't like this for me to be out of his sight. I'm talking about if I go one place, he one step behind. He'll fall if I stop too quick. He'll fall right on the ground. I'm glad you calmed down. I'm glad we able to have an open conversation about it because what the what? So yeah, he's deciding to throw footballs at me now, my baby. He wants to play football. Okay, okay. Crap. So I can't never see the chat when I'm on here. I wish I could see what y'all was saying in the chat, but I really can't see y'all until I get down. So um only things I will see if when Swallow used to highlight some of the things that's in the chat.
No, hold on, man. Who was that? Because I don't need no weird.
Who was that trying to come up?
I don't know.
Who was that?
Ain't no.
You Buddha. Buddha. Buddha baby. Who is Jelly? No, not you. Hello?
Okay. Oh, Suave, Lima, can y'all hear me?
No, you is um Borging.
Okay, let me see if I can get in a better spot.
I can hear you. I can hear you
Can you
fine.
hear me
We
better?
can't hear you. We can't
I
hear
can hear. I
you.
can. I can hear. I can hear.
It's it. My mic doesn't
You
show
need
that
to
it's.
go down and come back because we can't
I
hear
can.
you
I
at
can. I
all.
can. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear Suave.
We
Okay.
can't hear you. You're like whoa, whoa, whoa,
Okay.
whoa,
Oh
whoa.
no, that's her. That's her phone. Do I sound weird to y'all?
Now I can hear Suave clearly. I can hear Lima clearly.
Okay. Okay. Absolutely.
Who is
Okay.
that?
Well, go ahead.
You're like wah 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 wah. We really can't hear you. It's like Charlie
Yeah.
Brown
Hold
or
on. Let me
something.
know. Let me know. Let me let her know it's her.
A wah
Can you hear me,
a
Lima?
wah wah. We can't hear you.
Lima, can you hear
Hey
me?
Queen. Hey Queen Cascade.
Hi, good evening, everybody. Can you hear me?
I can hear Queen. I can hear Suave. I can hear Lima.
I don't know what you're saying. You just wah 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 wah
Wow,
wah
wow.
wah. I don't know. That's
I'm not sure, Lima, why you can't hear me. Suave, can y'all hear me clearly?
I can hear you clearly.
I'm not sure why Lima can't hear me clearly. But okay, but Suave, I'm in your chat, but I came up under my Gmail account to the live. You kept asking her, you kept asking her what the problem was. And that from the beginning, hello chat, hello everybody. just from me watching from the clouds, I usually don't say too much in these lives. I just like to see what's going on, what's popping, who don't like who, why, and I just go investigate it. I'm not going to let people tell me who to listen to and who not to listen to. That's why I've always come back to your channel, because I'm very attracted to your channel for that. But when she couldn't answer you on, and even Yanga, when you asked Yanga the same thing, none of them
And
could
Ching
give
Ching. And Ching
you.
Ching.
Okay, I didn't see the one with Ching Ching, but none of them could give you the answer. But Blue said something in the chat, and I think it was very true. He said, I think it all started in Mule and Lima, Lima and Tequila,
I'm
when y'all
sorry,
did
Suave. I'm gonna drop down so maybe I can hear better. All right.
when they did that stream on Nandy the other day. I went direct after they finished drilling her, and that drill was needed. I don't care what nobody say, that drill on Nandy was needed because she does this to everyone else. And let me tell you, that had an effect on her because her live that night, you could just hear it in her voice. Her whole spirit changed. I mean, that dragon was needed because it was the truth. It was the truth that she needed to hear. And she, like she always say in the echo chamber, you always say that her chat is constantly an echo chamber. So she needed to hear from the outside how it looks to other people because she cannot see herself. She cannot see herself. So to me, the beef started with you and her when Moonflower came on because I think it was a jealousy thing. I think she, I think Nandy wants to be on top in your space and then in SVDL. And when Moonflower came on, you started letting her do the panels and, she started doing her own little streaming, her own streaming. I think it was before she started her channel. I'm not sure because I'm not her follower. But to me, that's when it started with you, Swab. And I mean, it may be some other stuff going in the background, but I think what Blue was saying about when Moonflower got on to your stream and dragged Nandy, that's when the beef started. And it hasn't ended since.
Yeah, well, everybody know that, and I appreciate that. Thank you. I offer people the manager to my channel. Nandy could have got the manager to the argument league and drug Moonflower simultaneously. I didn't give Moonflower a disadvantage. I mean, an advantage. I didn't give Moonflower a privilege. Everybody who joins the league gets access to do shows on the argument league.
Yeah, and I don't know. To me, that's because it started with Moonflower, and then somehow from Moonflower it diverted to you. Now, like I said, there could just me watching. There could be there could be other stuff going on, but just from my little watching at work and at home, just watching it play out. I don't know. I think the ladies the other day hit it on the nail when they said when y'all talked about Moonflower and how she's bothered with a young girl at our age. I'm in my early 40s too, and I'm like, come on now, you got to let these kids live their life. You have to let these kids make mistakes. Y'all hit the nail on the head. I mean, Lima had it down pat. And I was so glad she got up and said the things she said because they needed to be said. And I know, Suave, you as a man, you're not going to say certain things, or you're not going to think about it like a woman would. Lima had it. She had a peg. She had it down pat. That's all I got to say about it. And I don't think she should apologize. I didn't think she should have held her tongue. I know Queen was talking about, keeping the peace, but Queen, she needed that dragon. She needed that dragon. And let me tell you, it had an effect on her because she has not said too much of anything about y'all in her life since. And I'm gonna let y'all have it.
Well, yeah, that's a beautiful thing. I'm glad she has me talking about the ladies. And shout out to you. I appreciate your input. But
Yeah, I mean, so I'll just keep doing what you're doing. You ain't doing
thank
nothing
you.
wrong. I mean, it's just That's I kind of agree with Taz when he says, let these men have these arguments and women, we stay out of it. And then let the men stay out of the women arguments, because we don't understand all these dynamics that go between men. Men will be ragging on each other one minute, next minute they be dabbing each other up. So,
Is it me or is she bugging?
oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, I can hear her. No, she not barking. I can hear her.
I'm standing in the
Oh, it might
same
be
spot.
me.
I'm gonna
No,
try
you're
to,
fine. I can hear you.
okay. So
It might be me.
that's why I was saying, I just been watching stuff from the clouds, and man, it's crazy. And why Nandy is not dragging Black Sun right now is very confusing to me. And this is why, talking about CNG, this is why CNG is right. This is why Nyla is right. This is why Taz is right. Because ladies like her, and Sin has said it multiple times, women like her will protect these predators, will protect them. And she thought she could threaten her way to keep Black Sun under control. And just like he did, just like a predator does, they go from one victim to the next victim to the next victim. So, that's all I got to say about it.
No, I appreciate it. And yes, because she came over here to stop her from talking about it with me and Black Son, took to her channel and started talking about me. Let her talk for a little while, stopped her, start talking about me. Let her talk for a little while, stopped her. And guess what? The point that she came over here to say, I'm finna drop my receipts. She never dropped. She
She
started going
never
into
did.
videos.
She's
She
been
started going into videos about her past and showing her figure. While we was
exactly,
on the panel waiting on this woman to talk about Black Son and expose him as a predator, she's up here showing her figure. Talking about where
exactly.
her vagina belongs to.
Exactly, Suave. Exactly. Exactly. She went that's just that, like y'all say, that clickbait. She gonna drop, she was just gonna keep using Lima's story to keep, like you said, bringing people to the channel. And I'm glad Lima did it the way she
Just me
did.
or Lima? Just me?
I'm sorry, Lima. Just me. I'm glad Just Me came to you and told it, because to me, it would never have gotten told. It would have never gotten told on Nandy's channel. She was going to keep using that to keep bringing people over all about the stuff she has on them and all that kind of stuff. She would have never told that
She
baby
was,
story.
and y'all don't know the mind of the devil. I ain't got to exaggerate nothing. What I saw her do, she was keeping Just Me off of the panels talking about it, saying we handle stuff in a different way. They just gonna put you on blast and talk about you. That's why she like, I didn't think nobody would believe me. Why wouldn't you think nobody believe you? But I know the mentality of the victim, right? Like, all the spotlights on you, the burden of proof and all of this. I can understand that. But we will believe you over here at the argument league. It ain't no woman finna come over here and say, Black Son, that dude right there molested me. I just got out the hospital. Nigga, you get the benefit of the fucking doubt. You might be lying like a motherfucker. But today, until we get some proof, you get the benefit of the doubt. So now it's never coming out in the light, but guess what she keeps saying? Suave cool with Black Son. Suave cool with Black. Me and Black Son not cool. I cuss Black Son out 3%, 30% of the time I talk to him. Every time that nigga called to set me up a debate, that nigga did some goofy shit. I snapped on him. Ag Solar. Told that nigga, man, you a fucking goofy dude. That's not my dude. He ain't never sat down with me. And Nandy this and Nandy that. But she sit up here saying that's what Black Son putting stuff in Suave head about me. No, the fuck he not. No, the fuck he not.
Yeah.
I want Queen Cascade to get the floor. Shout out to MJ, you in the building. Go ahead, Queen Cascade. Thank you, sis. Just hold on, stay with us. Go ahead,
Peace,
sis. The
peace to
floor
the
is yours.
panel.
Peace,
Peace,
everybody. Good
MJ.
evening, everybody. Good evening,
Peace. Good
everybody in the
evening.
chat. Hopefully, you can hear me. Like, to be honest, I only know a little bit of what's going on in terms of what I've heard in the streams. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Now, I know everybody's got their personal relationships, and, because of the league and debates, you guys have your communications in different ways. My concern, really and truly, right now, is for Just Me. So if you're listening to this, Just Me, Sweetheart, take care of yourself. I'm sending you love and positivity and healing. I want you to know that there are sisters around here that care about you and want you to know that there's a safe space, as well as obviously earlier some of the things that you're saying didn't make sense, and I understand in some reasons why, because she's gone through a traumatic experience and her brain is dealing with it in the best way it can. So in some of the things that she was saying earlier, parts of it aren't going to make sense to us because we weren't there, and she's trying to explain it the best way she can. So people are going to have to be patient with her and give her time. Everybody heals differently with these kind of situations. Now, with the whole Nandi drama, beef, whatever, I ain't going to war over this shit, okay? I could give a fuck about her feelings right now. Her feelings don't matter to me. We don't have that kind of relationship or friendship. She has her posse, and obviously people within her circle have known bits of what's going on. We can't, I can't support what I'm not aware of. Do you get what I mean? So not all of us know the situations that have taken place behind the scenes. Um, to be honest, when I was hearing parts earlier, I was triggered. I was so fucking pissed. I was triggered beyond belief. You all who know me know how I feel when it comes to predators, predatorial behavior, and the protection of black women within our community. Um, Allegedly, I'll say allegedly because, internet slander and all that kind of bullshit. But I have no reason to disbelieve what just me said.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't think nobody's disbelieving. I'm sorry to cut you off,
no,
but it's been multiple fuck people. Like, come on, man, that boy hit.
so as,
Listen, just me
as far as
said it.
I'm concerned,
Sister
Suave,
Noble said it, and Nandy said he had two cases that she was a lawyer with him on. So he's through.
okay. As far as I'm concerned at this point in time, the Nandi and all that kind of, it was never really on my radar like that. But as far as I'm concerned, just me needs support. And it's up to you, sis, just me if you're listening. When you're ready, you let us know what support that you need from us. Okay? I want you to know that obviously there's division about certain things, but when it comes to things like this, we are here to support. Put down the
That's
swords, put down the knives, and let's make sure that we support just me because she's the one that needs us right now. She needs
that's
our strength.
exactly why I even came up on here. Like, sweetheart, just me. Listen, when you need any help or any assistance, I got you. You need help with finding out the right people in law enforcement to get things done, I got you. I got those connects. I'm really focused on her. I absolutely do not think that she is lying. It doesn't make any sense when we have had already like stories and things already have been brung to light before, and I never even questioned when those women were saying it before. So I don't care about all the other beef stuff. I think it's stupid. I think some of it is cover up. I don't give a fuck about any of that. When it comes down to predatory behavior and it comes down to threatening people, that's my job. So I care. So whenever you want to reach out to me, reach out to me. I'm here for you.
Yeah, I appreciate that. That's a fact. Yeah, and I heard her say she alerted the authorities. Pull back from anything you can. Just recognize anything extra that you can handle. If YouTube is too much right now, focus on what you need to focus on. Last thing you need to be focused on is somebody's panel, somebody's views. Um, these dudes, these people in these chats can't do shit to Black Son. I can shame him and I can put him on blast and I can make sure he never come back to this panel. But we are not the authority. We could give you help and we could do all of the YouTube, but follow up on that police report, and do what we need to do to get done for this to be his last trip up this
Well,
stream.
see, the thing about it is I'm authority. So what I need is I need names. I need the state. I can call the district attorney. I got those connections. So if she
Yeah.
wants that, she's speaking to the right person on the platform for that. Now if she don't, she want to go another route, I support her. Whatever she wants to do, I support her. But I don't play around with threats. I don't play around with death threats. I don't play around with predatory behavior. That is my job. That is who I am. So I'm the right person to speak to about these things. But I want the
Mm-hmm.
person to decide on their own. I don't want to force anybody into doing anything because we see what happens with retaliation when people get exposed. So we're not going to be dumb over here. We're going to be smart and strategic. We're going to leave the dumb shit for the dumb folks. You feel me?
Thank thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, get in touch with her. Like Jasmine hit the link and said, call her. Get in touch with MJ. Go ahead, Queen Cascade.
Um, like I'm out for a walk at the moment, so I heard bits of what you and MJ were saying. So people are gonna have to bear with me because changing from signal to signal. Um, Obviously, some people know in terms of Nandi's camp or her people, whoever Just Me has shared certain things with, and us being over here is not about stepping on people's toes. This is not about your needs, Nandi's needs, Yanga's needs, Blue needs. I could give a fuck about everybody else's feelings right now. I go hard when it comes to sisters. Do you get me? On the internet and off the internet. So like I said, in regards to Just Me, if you're listening, sweetheart, take all the time that you need. That you need. Don't allow anybody to pressure you. I don't know in terms of your support system around you, sweetheart, but I hope that you have a community, a physical community that can support you at the moment. If you don't, please get in contact with one of us so that we can direct you to resources. I know I'm in the UK, but MJ's there in the United States. There's other ladies that are located in different places. Some of us have access to different types of resources and services and stuff. Listen, folks, when these things happen to women and girls, it can make you feel really, really, really isolated and on your own. And sometimes there's times where you shut down, and sometimes there's times where you're in and out of your mental thought and process because sometimes your mind, body, and soul can become disconnected trying to deal with what's taken place. People have to remember, think like we're not computers, but sometimes in order for the brain to deal with things, it will fragment, it will shut down, it will try and reboot to deal with the trauma of what's happened, of somebody that you care about, that you had feelings and emotions for, can do something like that to you. So be patient with her. She is a victim in this situation. I want nobody putting no blame on her, okay? This is a grown ass man. A grown ass man. I'm sick of this in terms of these males not taking accountability and responsibility. And what I want other people to understand is, yeah, I don't know the inside workings of Nandi's head and how she operates. But I've seen here in terms of some of the older women that when it comes to this predatory behavior, though it happens again and again, they forgive. And I'm not saying um, that I agree with it, but I'm saying in terms of I understand it in a different way. They forgive because they think the person will change and the person will do better. And Christianity and religion and bullshit. So they give them another chance. They give them another chance, hoping that they will do better and straighten out themselves. Whoever chooses to do that, that's up to you. I'm sick of this motherfucking bullshit. We have so many fucking predators online in these streets because you men are not doing the provision and the protection and are letting sisters down. And this is another example of it. And it needs to stop.
That's a conversation that they're not going to want to have, Queen Cascade, because that's called accountability. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what we've been, arguing about. This is what you have gotten death threats for, is for people, and specifically men, to take accountability with the things that they say, the things that they promote, and the things that they let happen when they
Mm-hmm.
know that these things have happened. It just goes bases back to what I was saying a couple of days ago. This fake unity shit, this like we need to stand together, get behind together, and all this stuff like that. Like, you never want to have those hard conversations because it makes you uncomfortable. And
Mm-hmm.
then these things that occur, they're the ones that they want to act like they don't occur. You remember,
Mm-hmm.
wasn't they saying it the other day? It's not even like that. Remember, it's
Mm-hmm.
only five dudes. It's only
Mm-hmm.
five dudes doing that. Oh, a
Mm-hmm.
man beat your ass. Oh, it's only a couple of dudes. Well, it's your fault. Like, we constantly say this shit all the time. And what happened? We get called, oh, the divestors. We get called, oh, we're pushing the negative negative stereotypes. Oh, we get called the divisioners because we want to protect people, because we want to protect women, because we
So
want
look,
to protect young women, though.
so look here now, because I heard a piece of what Suave was saying, something along the lines of something was said in terms of Nandy's. I don't know if it was just me or Nandy saying something along. Okay, what I picked up was this: that for a while she hadn't dated black men, and she wasn't interested in giving black men a chance, and Nandy basically encouraged her to go back into that dating pool. Um, Now, fuck the divestment conversation in one sense. Do you get what I mean? I'm
Right.
like, date and be with who loves you, who cares about you, and who's going to provide and protect for you. I don't give a fuck about their race anymore, because look at this. And I'm sorry, sad example. Just because his skin is black doesn't mean his heart is for the culture, doesn't mean his heart is for these women, doesn't mean his heart is for these children. Otherwise, how are you able to commit such atrocities against women and people that are of the opposite gender in your community? Like, you can't keep forcing women to go back into circumstances just because of a skin color. Look where it's getting us. Look what is going on. And outside of that, you guys know that I say all men. I don't give a fuck about people's feelings about whether I say all men or not. It's fucking all men. You all contribute in different ways, shapes, and forms, and keeping these people around and having them in different spaces. Like, I don't know what the Argument League or SVDL plan to do in regards to this situation moving forward. You have your own sets of protocols, but it's time for women to be aware that if this dude is still around here or in these spaces, that he is a predator, or he is an alleged predator. And the ladies need to stay away with having certain types of contact from him.
I,
He's
I,
old enough and
mm,
mature enough to know what he's doing.
I just don't understand. I guess because I'm of a certain age and I have a certain experience. I just don't understand this linking up with people on the internet, like in that way. Like, I'm not understanding it at all. And if anything, if you're going to, like, date, like, go to places where you have a little bit of protection, where you can get a little bit more information and background on people. There's even apps that you can literally dig up information about everyone. All you need is like a name, or maybe even a school, an address, something, some type of identifier, and you can find out whatever you need to find out about a person. But you have to do your due diligence, and you have to have a certain level where you have to keep your guard up, because people will put on the best facade they possibly can put on just to get you vulnerable, just for you to let your guard down. And this is what we should be teaching women. And even sometimes we have to teach men this too, because Men will surround themselves with people that they don't really even align themselves with, and then later on, when shit hits the fan, they're in a situation that they never had to be into if they would have just thought, like, they would have just thought with foresight, like, you know what, I'm getting a type of vibe from someone, I'm not really feeling it, it doesn't seem like he would be my cup of tea, and maybe I need to just remove myself from that person. And I think that we all should be doing it. We all should be vetting. It doesn't matter if it's men or women, because there there's some situations where men could have, if they would have vetted women a whole lot quicker, you could have got yourself out of a situation that you didn't necessarily had to be in.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, y'all know we. I mean, we not gonna play no games. He definitely not allowed at the argument league, and I can guarantee you, he's out of the debate league also. That shit is through. But he's still gonna be on YouTube, so we still need to be aware of him. And I mean that's never gonna end. But yeah, he definitely out of the league. That ain't even a question.
My thing is, I missed a lot of the live. I didn't really catch any of it. Did all this transpire yesterday or today?
Today,
Today?
the more serious part, the part we need to be concerned about happened today. The other shit is YouTube shit. But it's creepy because it had roots in everything before this. You know what I'm saying? It's just certain stuff that people are thinking about hindsight, like, okay, that's crazy. But yes, today, um, I believe it was Melanated Goddess, or I think it was Tequila, saying, I just can't wait for the drama to stop. Or it might have been MJ. I think it was Tequila though. And Just Me said, no, it's gonna be some more drama. So I'm thinking she's talking about the situation. I'm like, okay, well, you know a little bit more because I've seen her on our panel and in the chat, which surprised me because I didn't think she was like on YouTube like that. I'm like, oh, this what she did. So she's part of their group. And so she hit the link, jumped on, and then of course threw us all and said this. Well, a woman entered the debate league and was sexually attacked by a dude, and I'm like, hold on, wait, is this a hypothetical or literal? She's like, no, a literal. Okay, it was me and it was Black Sun, and so that's where the conversation jumped off at, and that's where it went. And then, um, she went through the details she wanted to go through, express some things she wanted to express, and then she has said Black Sun could come up. Black Sun came up talking about, I hear somebody defaming my character or something like that. So at that point I knew bullshit. And then Nandy jumped on and Nandy said, you want me to show my receipts? And then she told Just Me, jump down. I'm finna show my receipts. And then she went live on her channel. So that's what happened today.
What I'm gonna do is, because when you did your live earlier and it kicked off with, um, you know, the people that were on the panel, I was in and out, so I only caught bits. And then I wasn't gonna go over there, but I wanted to understand what was going on with Just Me, so I went over there to watch a little bit. So I haven't seen everything, so I want to get a better understanding. So later, I'll set a live for later. So I just want to sit down and watch everything and just get a better understanding, because I feel like there's pieces, I'm speaking on things partially that I don't fully understand. And I feel weird about it at the same time. But us ladies need to have a conversation. No disrespect, Suave, but on certain things that there's ladies that need to talk, so that we can better protect ourselves. And I agree with what MJ was saying about due diligence. But I also want to put out there that even when a woman can do all the due diligence in the world, shit can still happen. Shit can still
Absolutely.
pop off. These
100%,
things
sis.
are still happening to us.
Absolutely.
So,
Yes, I'm definitely not saying at
no, no,
all,
no.
and
I
I
never
hope
said
I
you
didn't.
were saying.
Yeah, I hope no, I didn't offend anybody. I'm not saying that
Mm-mm-mm.
this cannot occur when you put happen to numerous of of people and women and young girls who put their best foot
Mm.
forward, and nobody can even say that they asked for this or whatever. Not none of that. So yes, I totally agree.
So Sister Tequila's there. Tequila, are
Tequila
you
in the
there?
building. The floor is yours, sis. Peace.
Hi everyone. I'm here. What I want to say is, well, I just pretty much want to speak to just me. I didn't get a chance to speak to her, but I just want to say, I'm so sorry that this happened to you. It's really heartbreaking to hear this. When Sister Noble was telling her story, I believed her. And it's just so heartbreaking to know that you went through the same thing. And I think you're so brave that you came forth and you told your story. And hopefully more women will believe and stay away from him. He is a predator. And as women, I feel as though we need to be there for one another more and support each other more. We need to not we need to let petty stuff go. I feel like it's too much petty stuff. We worry about who likes who, like if you like white men or if you like black men. Like we worry about dumb stuff. We worry about things that just don't matter in the grand scheme of things. As women, I feel as though we need to just come together and have each other's back more. And just me, as I'm coming to you as a sister, I'm so sorry. I'm here for you. If you need someone to just chat with, I'm there for you. If you don't want to chat, I understand. Um, but I want you to know that you do have support. You have people here that want to be there for you, that want to pour into you, that want to show you love, that want to show you that want to give you strength. Because right now I know you're feeling down, so we want to give you strength. We want to help build you back up. So that's pretty much all I have to say.
Yeah, I agree with Sister Tequila. Um, this is about just me getting the support and the care that she needs right now. And the part that I caught in terms of her coming forward, and people have to understand something. Coming forward and explaining to people about what has taken place and the trauma that you have suffered is not an easy thing. So I commend you, just me. And the other thing is thank you. Thank you, sis. I know that took a lot of strength to be able to put out there what's gone on. And at the same time, even though you're going through what you're going through, you were thinking about the sisters as well and wanting to protect us. And because you want other women to know what's going on, for them to be protected, that's partially why I'm going to do what I'm doing later, because other women need to be aware. So this is not to sort of blow things out of all proportion. It's about protection. Just take care of yourself, sis. Suave, you've got my email. Ladies that are in the chat, if you're in a position that you're able to support, just me, seriously, no tricks, no motherfucking games, no going over there to try and get tea about what's going on to be able to start shit. This woman needs protection and care, okay? So the ladies that are able to provide that and have some time to be able to comfort just me or check on her, if you're able to drop your email address in the back of Suave's private chat, then it's up to just me if she wants that contact information, and if she wants to get in contact. There's no pressure, sis, when you're ready. Okay? When you're ready. We're here for you to be able to lean on us in your time of need.
Yes, absolutely. Like, I'm only here to support and to assist any way I possibly can. I don't I
Nadi,
don't care about none of those
your
camps
phone's ringing, baby
or
girl.
nothing. I don't
Oh,
care
I'm
about those
sorry.
camps. I don't care about those cliques. I don't care about none of that right now. So if you need any help and assistance, let me know. You get in touch with me. I have connections. Please get in touch with me.
And please separate that from the fact that it's on YouTube, because I think people, like, yeah, we on YouTube, but this is real. This ain't got nothing to do with no debate league, no, like you said, no clicks, no none of that. So contact the sister if you need it. And I appreciate the instructions on getting the emails out, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I hope she utilize it, or at least another option if but I hope she really does get. And it's crazy to me because I heard her telling the story like I passed out at the hospital. So it seemed like, and I get tired of that part right there where the strength you speak on, like, it comes because you're so tired, so fed up, you're at the brink of death, and then it's a I have to do this, a now or never type of, and I think that's what that was. I think, whatever. Oh, I'm trying to protect Nandy's feelings because I know she cool with him. Whatever excuse there was for her not to say nothing, when she went to the hospital, the fact she had to think about getting pregnancy tests and STD tests and passing out, that put the value system in perspective. Like, fuck this. This got to be done. So yeah, I do thank him for that. But it just messed up that there's not an easier transportation system for this type of stuff. And then her name is just me, like she by herself. It's so many things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's trauma and grief and SA. It's complicated and it's multi-leveled and it's dimensional. Do you get what I'm saying? But at least people have to remember she's a victim. Do you get what I mean? Everybody deals with trauma differently. And people have to remember when it comes to, and it's not to say that, I know men go through these things as well, abuse and molestation. But when it comes to women and after the trauma and having to deal with STI tests, PrEP tests, having to worry and be concerned whether you've contracted HIV/AIDS, or that you may be pregnant with your attacker's baby. That's some deep shit that people don't understand, and it can take months, years. Some women are able to heal in months. Some women it takes years. Some women never recover from this shit. Some women are still living with this shit.
Can
So
I ask a question? I'm not sure, but when just me when she said that she went to the hospital, she took herself to the hospital.
I didn't get that information.
I don't
Okay.
know. As I
Or
said, I'm gonna
like,
have to rewind the live and watch it because there's bits I didn't catch.
okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to rewind as well. I just wanted to know if that's what happened. Like, did she have to take herself to the hospital? Was EMT called to a situation? Like, did she call them? Like, those are things to know, because it also um lets you know how the investigation is going to play out.
Mm. Jesus.
This is very disturbing and very, very triggering, very triggering, and I feel so bad. I feel so bad for this young lady. I really do.
Yeah, facts. And I heard Queen Cascade explain it, and the phrase Queen Cascade used was, I think it was, "I lost my voice," and it was like that's what she was going through. She was losing her voice. It was like I could clam shut. and stay quiet forever like that. Like that's some shit, man. That's some shit. And the way y'all said, like, to be pregnant with your rapist baby with AIDS. What
This
the
is the
fuck?
thing. People don't know. Like, I've worked in rape units, DV units. I've seen some shit in my time with children and women working for social services, CPS. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, the jobs that I've done in the past, they're not pretty. They're not the prettiest side of what our community is dealing with, because I'm there to help, I'm there to heal. And my experience, I'm not going to go too far into it, but after the drugging, I didn't know what had taken place to me. It messed up my head. It took time for my brain to my brain shut down, literally shut down after a period of time. And I had to go through certain things similar to having to go through tests, having to check if I was pregnant with my attacker's child. That fucking messed me up. And thinking, how am I going to explain if I've got possibly HIV or AIDS that this has happened to me? How do I make a decision about potentially having an attacker's child? How am I going to look this child in the face after what's taken place? There's a lot of, like I said, it's multidimensional and it's multi-complex, and people deal with trauma differently. It took time for me to find my voice because there wasn't all the services. I didn't have all the support. Indirectly, I was trying to protect my dad, who'd gone through a stroke, and didn't want to stress him out, and was worrying about him potentially going to prison, having to deal with who had attacked me. And do you get what I mean? So I obviously my circumstances are slightly different. Do you get what I mean? Everybody's situation is slightly different, but I just want to make sure that she's got the care, the consideration. She's put herself out there. Putting yourself out there like a flag in the wind and hoping people will catch you in these situations is not easy. It takes so much strength and courage, and I commend her for it. I commend her so much for it, and I'm proud of her. I know it's not easy, just me, but you did the right thing. You did the right thing.
Absolutely. She 100% did the right thing. She did such a courageous thing. Like, you don't understand. Like, I am a sexual advocate for women in the military, and retaliation is a serious thing. A lot of people who has been victims, that's what they're afraid of: retaliation and being or now being isolated. Like, oh, don't talk to her because she's a troublemaker. These are things that
Yeah.
happen. You know what I'm
Yeah,
Like
saying?
when
Like,
they tell
now
her,
you
like,
want to
you tripping
yeah.
over that, like that was something. Like, come on, man.
Or no, like, what did you do? Why was you
Yeah.
even there? Why was you meeting with that person? What kind of relationship did you think that why was you there? So this is what happens, So what she did is very courageous. Very courageous, because she put herself out there. She put herself out there to make it be known that, hey, this happened to me. I'm trying to work through it. But I am searching for help. I need help. And I want her to know the sisters are here. Come to the sisters. We got you.
yeah. Just mean you don't have to deal with this by yourself. It can feel so isolating having to deal with police. A lot of the police officers sometimes are not properly trained. There needs to be a lot more women that are servicing victims and survivors of these things, and more awareness and training for officers and community service workers to be able to better support victims and survivors. Because it's like, at times for some people, when you go and report your attack, you're having to go through the descriptions and police are asking you questions. And I apologize if I'm triggering anybody. I apologize. That's not my intention. But through having to write down your story and see those words and having to speak it actually out of your mouth and find your voice. And sometimes people are beating you down and asking you, what did you do to on this situation. Sometimes you're reliving what happened to you. It's not an easy process, and having flashbacks and things about what took place. And sometimes the victims blame themselves. And MJ's right. The retaliation in these streets is real. This is why, this is why I put up a defense shield for black women, because I see the retaliation that happens afterwards. And sometimes after victims report, this can be the most stressful, the most, I don't even
This
know
is
how
a
to put it
crucial
into words.
time. It's
That's the
crucial.
word. It's
It's
crucial.
crucial and it's dangerous because as of right now, until the investigation takes off and actually, concrete evidence is provided, like she's in, like
She's in
she's
a
in a
very
space.
vulnerable spot.
She's in a
Yes,
vulnerable
exactly.
position. Yeah.
Exactly. A vulnerable position physically and mentally. She
Mm,
already has been emotionally and physically, violated. But to go through that process all over again, you see what I'm
mm,
saying? Like, and like Queen Cascade was saying, to consistently go over it like a nightmare that you can't get out of. This is what
Yeah.
victims experience.
and then also it's like having to go to court, having to go through more victim statements, having to sit in front of a judge and explain everything about what you were wearing, what you were doing, what you were
Hmm.
thinking at the time. Do you get what I mean? And having to relive it again and again, and having to wait for processes, and cases get discontinued, and
Statements and
sometimes,
things. Yeah.
yeah, sometimes they don't push forward with certain cases when it's a what do you call it, me against you, when
Hmm.
there's not certain types of
Hearsay,
evidence.
or yeah, your
Yeah,
word against mine, and
Just,
it
I'm
makes the
sorry.
system so complex.
I
Go
was
ahead,
gonna
MJ.
say, I was gonna say that you gotta understand, like this is gonna be a long process for her. So if you're
Mm,
gonna, anybody who wants to be there for her, you gotta be in it for the long run. Is this ain't no, oh, I'm gonna show love two
mm,
days and then I'm not thinking about it tomorrow. Those rape kits or
mm,
anything like that, they don't, in the U.S. we have a backlog on rape
mm,
kits. Okay, there's been so many rape kits that have not been completed and produced within
mm.
us even being in the pandemic. So they got to get
Exactly.
through all those rape kits first
From
before they
before.
even touch hers. So this is a long process, y'all. If you ain't with it, don't act like you with it. I'm telling you right now.
Don't
You
go
know what I'm
over there
saying?
and take advantage of her vulnerability, or I will go off on people. Do not go over there and take advantage of her vulnerability. She needs care, she needs support. This ain't for clicks and giggles. This is somebody's life, their life. Yes, we're watching it and we're on YouTube, but this is somebody's life. She deserves the best of us.
Anybody know where he lives though? Do anybody know where he
Yeah,
lives or where he
did she
works
say
at?
he live in? They say he live in Georgia or something. Ain't that what he said?
Oh, he lives in Georgia.
ATL.
Yeah.
Oh, in Atlanta too.
Y'all, I just got sick. I mean, a sick feeling. Like this man knows where she lives and works, y'all. He knows where she lives and works. This is a very scary time for her.
Yeah.
It's not some stranger where she can go home and be.
Mm.
Man, it just hit different when you sit back and really start thinking and analyzing it.
I mean, this situation is dangerous, and this is why I never respect anyone who plays any form of sexual assault, any form
Mm.
of sexual abuse. You know, who play like these are small time situations, you know. Like
No,
some,
they're not.
I get it. There's some women, some women might take advantage of a situation, but is it ever going to really hurt if to do the due diligence to make sure that it did not happen to her, instead of saying that it couldn't have happened to you and then later on finding out that it did? You see what I'm saying? Like, it's always better to do due diligence first and let the proof and everything speaks for itself. It's going to come out. If you take the right procedures and the right steps, there's no way is the truth is not going to come out. I hate it's always perceived that a lot of women are trying to play victim or using it against men. Like, even when sometimes with men, like men, if you know is sexually assaulting you or putting you in a position where you are being sexually assaulted, and later on is saying that you was the one who sexually assaulted, you need to speak up too. That's not a badge of honor. It's not a badge of honor to get violated by women. Speak up. This is the only way you can kill this type of culture. You have to speak up. And if you see the signs, you got to stop it. If you see that it might occur, don't be that bystander. Don't do nothing. Say something. Step in. Distract the person, at least, if you don't even want to get involved. But any form of assistance can help. That's how you stop it. That's how you cut the head off the snake. You gotta
And
be active.
I want to say, if as a man, if you are accused of this, right, the way to handle it is not yelling and calling her bitches. It's not the way to handle it. If you are a man and you know damn well you didn't do this, I don't know your relationship to the woman. I can't speculate that, but there has to be a healthy way to say, I did not do this, and I don't need it to try to prove it by arguing her down or yelling at her or kicking dirt on her or whatever it is. I just don't see that it's healthy. I don't see that it's healthy. Now I know a dude be like, she accused me of rape, fuck her, and all of that shit. But you have to, and it's kind of a caveat because you're still depending on the law. But you
Yeah.
have to be secure in that you did not do nothing.
Listen, Suave. I'm really concerned about her safety. I don't know behind the scenes what y'all are able to do in order to make sure she's supported in terms of checking in phone calls and stuff like that, because people get desperate and do dumb shit. Do you catch what I'm saying?
Absolutely, absolutely.
So I don't know if people are in the position to just text her on a regular basis to just not overwhelm her, but just check that she's safe, that she's sound, that somebody's there with her, or because victims need that. Whether or not we feel at that point in time, the messages do help. Knowing that there's people there to be able to reach out to if you need it is always a good thing. And like I
That's a
said,
fact.
you know, like MJ and everybody else has said, it's a crucial time. It's a vulnerable time. So we've got to do our best as women to make sure that she's got us to lean on and that she's supported in the best way possible. All right. I
Yeah,
don't know what else to say.
absolutely. So I'm gonna go ahead and step down. If Suave, if thank you for letting me on the panel, I appreciate it. Like I said, I dropped my email in the back. I'm serious. It was just me. Please reach out if you need any help or any assistance, or even if you just want to get some connections, or to whatever you need. Just reach out. I have connections in Atlanta as well. Just reach out. Thank you, Queen's Cascade, for telling your story and providing your expertise on doing this for 25 years. I really appreciate it. And stay safe, y'all. Everybody. You know what I'm saying? For real. Love y'all. I'll talk to y'all later.
Love you too, cuz. Appreciate your help and
Take
your
care,
assistance.
MJ. Before I drop down, just
Hmm.
me. I know it's not easy right now, but know that we are here if you need us to be. Reach out when you need the support. Reach out when you're feeling low. Um, I'll be in a minute. Just hold on. Um, just take care of yourself. Listen, like kind of what I picked up earlier is maybe in terms of everything else that's been going on, that she feels that maybe with everything that was bubbling under the surface like a volcano, that sometimes victims can feel like they're the root cause of it when there were so many other things that are going on around you at the same time with other people's relationships. So all the other stuff that's going on with Nandi, with Suave, with other people in the league, that is not your fault, sweetheart. Don't put that burden on your shoulders.
Hell no.
None of that is your fault. Okay? Separate the situations and just look after yourself. Ladies, take care of yourself, man. It's so, so, so important. And thank you, Suave, for just, opening your platform. And let's just protect the sisters. Enough is enough, man. How many sisters have to go through this bullshit? Like, there's too many beautiful, young, talented girls, women that you pick like roses and then just no care, no consideration, self entitlement for what you want and the long term impact. People are having to go through trauma and raise children and care for other people and still live their lives and try and fix them because of these predators. And it's not fair. These ladies don't deserve it. They really don't. Nobody deserves this kind of shit. We need to do better. Everybody keeps talking about community and unity. This is something for us to unite over, making sure that she is protected, making sure that she knows that her voice will be heard.
Hmm.
Let's just lay down the swords for a moment with the other bullshit because that's not important in the greater scheme of things. Just me is important. Okay. Good night. God bless everybody.
Good night. Stay strong, sis. Strength to you. Thank you for your help and your insight and your wisdom. Support and encouragement that is needed. Yeah, because it's like a birthing stage, man. Like, and she didn't choose this. This ain't something she said, well, I want to graduate from college. No. Something happened to her, and no matter what she would like to do, she has to go through this. She just has to choose how she's going to go through this, along with support, which support. And so people with experience are providing intel to help her get through it the most healthiest way she can. Um, Watch who you're letting support you because people who have emotional investment, might not be the most suitable people to help you, at every step all the time. So, just me. And yeah, I apologize that you had to go through this, Black Son. Um, I, bro, you fucked up. You're a piece of shit. You're a piece of shit. And that woman went live and said she woke up in the condition, and you said you tried to get in. You're a sick motherfucker, fam. You the one who deserved them threats that Nandy given. But thank y'all for coming through and you know not leaving this in the air. Giving some type of conclusion, some type of the next step to it. Uh, Man, we really need a verses. I'll see what's up. I'll see what's up. I'll see what's up. Make sure set y'all reminders, man. Subscribe to Queen Cascade. Ladies, go through there. Ladies, coming together. Ladies, represent. Ladies, it's just not enough that we're doing, that I'm doing. So yeah, you knew. Don't think you didn't know. This is boy Swab Boss, man. And shout out to Just Me. Just Me. Email me and I'll give you MJ email. You can get it from her in the chat. Black Power, we out, man.